Well, good morning, Trondheim friends, and welcome to this week's edition of Patio Ponderings. I'm so glad you decided to join me. I'm Pastor Sue, and my patio today is this lovely little garden that a friend of mine's, and we have this quaint little water feature in the back that gives us such a nice backdrop to our time together. So this past week in worship, we entered into some prophetic literature. We are in the book of Amos. And the words of Amos come at a time when the elite and the wealthy of the people are not only disregarding the poor, they are exploiting the poor in both individual action and in the legal systems they've set up by which the people live. And so through Amos, God has declared this to be an evil time. And what God calls for of the people is to let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. Hence our water in the background. Now, one of the verses that we read on Sunday has mystified me a little bit, and it's what I've been thinking about all week. And it's this verse. This is Amos 5, verse 13. Therefore, the one who is wise will keep silent in that time. It is an evil time. Wait a minute. So injustice is happening. The poor are being trampled on. And those who are wise now are supposed to keep silent. What does that even mean? Like, how are we to think about that? So, as I thought about this verse and as I started to process it, we remember that we never take verses all by themselves out of the context. We have to look at what's around them in the reading. And what comes after are these words: seek good and not evil, that you may live. Hate evil, love good, and establish justice at the city gate. So there's something we are to do at this time. We're supposed to just establish justice. And so I started to think about this. Maybe because this is such an evil time, we're supposed to stop talking and just do the things that we're supposed to do. Maybe this is a time for action. Maybe this is a time to just look at what we can do in the place we are. So in other words, we do what we can do, when we can do it, where we can do it. And I think that is such good advice for us even today. If you are on social media at all, you know that there are all kinds of words and all kinds of people talking, and we are so polarized in our opinions and in our ideologies, and we never seem to get anywhere on social media with all of our words. We even understand that, we're just not going to change anybody's mind anymore with our words. And so I see this happening in our current circumstances, that maybe it's time that we stop putting all the words out there and just start doing the thing. Be like, not Mike, but Nike, and just do it. Maybe that's what this verse is all about. Just do the thing that God is asking us to do, even if it's just in your own little circle of influence and your own little circle of life. What do you think? How do you hear that verse that the wise keep silent in an evil time? Yeah, it's an interesting take. It's something different, I think, than what we're used to thinking about, given that our scripture is all words. As always, I'd love to hear what you have to say. We are supposed to have some unseasonably warm weather coming up, so please enjoy, and we will see you on Sunday. Bye.